Good morning, partners. Am I audible? Can anyone can just confirm on the chat and we'll start. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this webinar on the marketing activities. This is the series which we discussed when we started the webinar sessions in the month of May, right? So, we completed the webinar on the mutual fund review formats, the portfolio review formats, the PMS review formats, the equity review formats. Then next webinar which we did was on the knowledge bites, where we covered the equity market view and the mandate as well, right? This is the third one, which is the marketing activity. So these were three major things which actually worked very well for our partners last year. And we thought that this success mantra, if we continue and if everyone actually does it, it would help everyone and we will all have the success which we had last year and probably more as well. So that's why we thought we'll continue and we'll cover all these three topics in detail. So the first two were clear, and today we cover the third one, which is on marketing activities. And so today I'll introduce myself again. I'm Pratik Jain and I head the products for the digital wealth business of Anand Rathi. And for marketing, we have my colleague Bhavya Trivedi. So he would take this session on marketing. He's the one who actually looks after all the marketing activities for digital wealth. So he would basically share what all options and avenues which we have, which we can use for marketing, right? How we can actually increase our leads, how we can get more clients. He'll also share the success stories of what has happened in the past, right? How it has helped and how it can help you as well. So over to you, Bhavya. It's like, and take it ahead.
Thank you, Pratik. Hello everyone. Welcome to our today's session on marketing activities. My name is Bhavya Trivedi. I manage marketing at AR Digital Wealth. So our goal is to provide insights on how we support our partners through different marketing activities. So let's get started. So today we'll be focusing on various marketing activities through which we can generate leads and which can help us further to in client activation process. So these activities includes WhatsApp campaigns, email campaigns, database calling, webinar seminar, personalized invites, creatives, marketing tab which is there on our service portal, and success stories which demonstrate the effectiveness of these tools. So by the end of the session, you will be clear on how we can leverage these tools to generate leads. So let's first start with WhatsApp campaigns. So let's say if you have any random database, let's say a database of 5,000 to 6,000 contact base. Yeah. So so reaching them personally one by one would be very inefficient and it will take a lot of time. So what can we do? What can you do here is you can provide those data to us. We'll run the campaign on the same database and we'll try to generate leads using those database. So here is the example how the client will receive the message on their WhatsApp broadcast message. So they will receive the message from AR Digital Wealth, which would be verified contact. And along with that, he'll receive the creatives, content, actionable link, and actionable buttons. So what are the benefits of WhatsApp campaign includes? So it is a direct communication. You can directly send your client a WhatsApp message on, and chances of them to receive your to respond to it will be high. At the same time, WhatsApp messages offers higher open rates compared to any other channels, media, email, SMS, social media campaigns, because people are highly active on WhatsApp compared to other channels. Quick response times. As people use WhatsApp on daily basis, it is likely to give they give response quickly. And low cost campaign. So a WhatsApp campaign uh, costs us very low cost. So as of now, we are charging 0.70 paisa per message delivered on total basis. So let's say if you have a contact database of 1200 to 1300 people, you give it to me, I'll run the campaign on the same database. So let's say thousand the message gets delivered to 1000 people instead of 1200 people, so you will be charged 700 rupees overall.
So partners, I think so. This WhatsApp is something which is a very effective medium to use to actually generate leads. I think so. WhatsApp is handy. Everyone is available on WhatsApp, and we've been doing this for I think so almost a year, where we've had partners who've actually done this campaign. It's a very cost-effective campaign, right? So you have any database of numbers, basically. That is something which we require. We share a short message, yeah, along with a image. You can say creative, which has a very strong, simple message, which can actually generate leads
along with the text message.
So it is very easy to send, easy for the client also to respond. So he doesn't need to call or something. He just clicks on yes or no, and we get the response. And then from our team, we will call all the leads. Or if you know the client, even you can do the calling. Or if you don't know and it's a raw database, we can also take that part as well, where we will do the follow up. We will call all those clients who have actually responded by saying yes and set up meetings for you. So it's a very low cost campaign. It's a campaign as well. But one thing which we all need to remember is that we might have to do multiple times. It is not that we just try with a say 1,000 or 2,000 database, and if we don't get a good response, that shouldn't mean that it is not working for us, because we might need to do say multiple times, at least 5-7 times. Then we can actually gauge the effectiveness of it, because even the timing matters, right? What time we send it, and we've had experience across. It's not that if we knew that one day was working very well for us, then probably we would have been doing it that day only. But there have been times where it has worked across. So that is something which we might need to do. It has a high open rate, as Bhavya mentioned, right? And it's something which is very quick to start. And WhatsApp, we all are very handy on WhatsApp, and even the clients are very handy on WhatsApp. So this campaign, a cheap campaign, and easy to start and easy to get leads. That's, I think so, one of the major mode of getting leads. And WhatsApp has actually worked really well for us. So I think so that's on WhatsApp. We'll take the questions probably at the end after the presentation is done. So
yeah. So going further, email campaigns. So let's say if you have a huge database of, let's say, 50,000 or a lakh or an above, so reaching them once and reaching wider audience through email campaign becomes very efficient. So this is how our prospect and clients receive emails in their inbox with proper subject, actionable button, links, and along with the disclaimer. So yeah, reaching a wider audience. So as I mentioned, if you have a database, if you have a huge database, 50,000, 1 lakh and above, so we can continuously tap them through email campaigns, either through either for any lead generation campaigns or for any seminar or webinar registrations. Personalized communication. So we have noticed one thing, that we have received maximum response on personalized communication, personalized invites, rather than any generic creatives and generic messages. Trackable results through analytics. So when we execute email campaigns, we can easily get the analytics of how our campaign has performed during that period. So we'll get to know how on how many emails the campaign was delivered, out of which how many of them actually opened the mail, how many of them actually took action on it, on register for a particular event. And as similar, WhatsApp is email campaign is even cheaper than WhatsApp campaigns.
So this is the second route through which actually we can generate leads. So email campaigns. Now we receive a lot of emails, right? So here the creative becomes very critical, as Bhavya mentioned. And a personalized creative is something which has really worked well for us. A few of our partners have been actually doing webinars every month, right? So here the database is critical, the size is critical. If we have a low database of 5,000, 10,000, then the results is something which will not be very effective as such. But a 50,000 or a 75,000 database is something which might help you generate more leads. A smaller database is something which has not really worked well for us in the email campaign. So we need a larger database. And there are multiple emails shared. So say, suppose there is a webinar on 30th of June. So today we are at 15. So we actually schedule multiple emails across the 15 days, right? That is 1 day prior, say 4 days prior, 7 days prior. So there are multiple emails which go. That helps in actually generating the registration. So the CTA is the registration. So in every mail which goes, the client has to register himself. So there is a register now button which we can see on the screen as well, right? So the client clicks on the register now, his details are captured, right? So we can do one round of calling to again confirm that there is a webinar on 30th of June at this time. So he attends. After the webinar is done, we also can do calling on the ones who've attended and the ones who've not attended as well. So basically a lead is a lead. If the client might be busy and is not attended, we can share the recording with him and then take him through the proposition. So this campaign, also the email campaign, is also something which has worked really well for our partners last year, where we were doing these campaigns on a regular basis, right? And but the database is critical here. Of course, the database everywhere is critical, and we can't segregate. If you have a database of 1 lakh, it is very difficult to segregate that which one is working and which one is not, right? So we have to do multiple campaigns of email as well as WhatsApp. You can even combine the two. It's like whatever leads have been generated through the email campaigns, we can do a round of WhatsApp campaign also to them to reiterate our point. So combination is something which have to be used. Uh, there is no one shot which we can, if we can hit continuously, we'll get a boundary or a six. I think so that doesn't work in marketing. So we need to do multiple activities simultaneously to actually get these results. And as Bhavya mentioned, there is clear data analytics as well. Who has opened? So we can do a specific campaign only on those people who have opened the email, a specific campaign for them to get more leads or to generate more leads through email. So this also is something which is very critical, easy, and a personalized creative has helped here for us. So email campaigns also, but the database is critical here.
So next up is database calling. So we also help our partners in database calling. Let's say if you have any random database or any prospect list on which you would like us to call and follow up with your prospect lines. So how does it help? So we help our partners in following with those leads which we have generated through either through WhatsApp campaigns or email campaigns. Prospect calling. Let's say if you have a database of your prospect or hot leads, hot clients, and so in this scenario, we also help you reaching your prospect with having a proper detailed knowledge of our prospect, our proposition, an expert caller. So our team is very well versed with our value proposition, and they've been doing since 4 or 5 years here, and they can help you ensure they can help you setting up the quality meeting for on your database. So next up we have this seminar webinar. We also help you hosting the seminar and webinar on our portal. So partners can reach to their their respective BDMs and ask us to host a webinar and seminar on particular date, upon which we'll discuss the title of a webinar and seminar, and that's how we can go further. For the same, we can run the WhatsApp campaigns and email campaigns to generate registration and generate leads for any particular event which we are planning for. And we host webinars and seminars on our portal.
So database is also something, database calling is also something which we help with. So we have the caller who basically, so database calling, what we do is we initially test it because the database can be very different, right? So we test it and we actually set up the meeting. So we do the initial probing, that is the client, what balance sheet basically the client has, how much allocation he has in equity, debt, and is there potential in the client, and basis that the meeting is set for the partner. So database calling, that's how we help. So we even so say suppose you give me a database of say 10,000, right? So I will try to first test by say by calling only 500 people to just test that how the database is, right? Because I can't call 10,000 people at one go. So in that testing, what we do is there is a detailed process in how we actually call to the client, how we set up the meeting, how we actually probe him on his balance sheet, on his overall investment size, right? And then we set up the meeting with you. Of course, that information is passed to you. So that's one way of actually generating leads. So this is, and of course, an age-old method, but it still works, where we do actually database calling for our partners. If you have a database and you just want to do a calling, we can help you with that as well. Of course, we help you with seminar and webinars also by setting up the targeting campaigns, the WhatsApp campaigns, by ensuring higher participation. So we host webinar on our portal. So webinar is something which is hosted as we're hosting a webinar right now, right? We use the same platform of Teams to actually set a webinar. We can set any number of webinars, so there's no limitation as such, right? And our team basically can even conduct the webinars where you and the BDM actually conduct the webinar together. You can address, so you can actually set the context for the webinar, and if you want you can even present it. If you want, the team can present it and you can do the Q&A. So all that support is something which is of course provided. You get all the information of the attendees, the registered, that how many people registered, how many people attended, for how much time they were there. All those information is available by hosting a webinar, right? Which helps. We've been hosting a webinar, so the basic hygiene filters and hygiene factors are already considered. Bhavya has been setting up and doing the webinars for our partners. So that benefit you will get. So there will not be any leakages or something, right? We've been doing it. So your campaign is up and running. The basics are already set. If you have anything specific, we can discuss that as well and incorporate if there are any personalization required or any changes required. We can do that as well. So this seminar, webinar, and database calling, of course, it's an age-old method, but we can help you with that as well, where we can set up the meetings. So even in email and in WhatsApp, as well as in database, we also help you in setting up the meetings. If you don't know the partner, if you don't know the client, we can help you up in setting up the meeting and do that initial probing, right? So that further helps in getting the leads and getting the leads to conversion. So that's on seminar and webinar.
Going for the personalized creative. So let's say if you have any webinar or seminar coming up, so we can help you design the personalized invites for the same, be it a seminar or webinar or any event. In addition to that, we also help you with any creatives you require. For an example, if you want a creative on market kya lagta hai, or the current market scenario, or like any particular event, whether it would be on bullish market or bearish market, or any event coming up, any event coming up, such as our election and everything. So we can help you uh, design the personalized invite for the same and creatives. Marketing tab on service portal. So as you all must have gone through our marketing tab, which is there on our partner portal. So you'll find many such creatives here to generate leads and send it to your personal contacts on WhatsApp, or you can even keep this. You can even share this contact on your WhatsApp status or broadcast group, or it will also help you to maintain your social media presence across social media channels. You can also track our social media pages, AR Digital Wealth social media pages, and you can same copy paste the content on your pages, which will help you further to maintain a decent presence on your social media pages. So these are some creatives basis on our proposition, on our offerings, and various market events and scenarios. You can go through it, and you will find many such creatives here. There are greetings as well. So we continuously upload greetings here, so which you can send it to your contact database.
In the marketing piece, one more important thing is, so there are categories already mentioned here. That share the screen again. So the categories are mentioned here: Wealth Plus, Equity, Debt, Strategy, Festival, Wealth Sip, and others. So you can click on any category as such. Log in from your own ID in the web portal, in our service portal. And if you can download the image, so you can preview the image as well, right? And you can download the image. Once you download the image, it will also show your name, email ID, mobile number, and your logo. I have not put in any logo as such, but this will also show your logo, your name, your mobile number, as well as your email ID. So it becomes a personalized uh, creative which has been there for you, which you can share it, as Bhavya mentioned, that you can put it on, you can share it on WhatsApp, you can put it on the status or on other social media platforms. But these creatives are something which you can share periodically with your clients, with your prospect clients, with your existing clients on multiple things. So these are, some are inquisitive ones which can work for, say, a retirement plan, or for a portfolio review, or knowing what's your portfolio risk, or knowing performance of your portfolio, or knowing on the expectation on a budget. So see, anything can click with a client, right? So all these steps, see, all these steps which we've been discussing, this is not something which is one time. We have to do it continuously. Then probably the effect will come. So posting, as Bhavya mentioned, that you don't post it only once. You have to post multiple images, multiple creatives at different points of time. You can discuss that with the BDM. Even he will share the invites, that what has worked for us, for other partners. Those insights is something which, of course, the BDM will be able to give, or you can discuss with Bhavya as well, and he'll be able to help. But there are multiple creatives which are getting updated here on regular basis. So you can actually just check here, go on the marketing tab, and click on any of it and you'll get the information. It's like this is a retirement plan. So retirement plan is something which is there. Or are you on track of? So multiple creatives have been posted here, which you can use, but use it continuously. Don't just do it once and see the effectiveness. On this also, you might get leads. It's like if you share this with your prospects or your existing clients, and if
Along
say,
with the short text
yeah,
message.
along with the short text message, and we can help you with the text messages as well. And you might get someone who, if he's inquiring more, then probably you can call him up and set up a meeting. So there are multiple, you can say, checkpoints which we need to do. It is not a single that if you do these 5 things, we'll get leads. You might have to do 7. Someone might get a lead after 2 steps. Someone might get a lead after 5 steps. But we need to do this on a continuous basis. This is not something which is one time. We've sent a lot of these. The Plan B one as something which has worked really well for us in the past. The portfolio review one has worked really well for us in the past, where we've generated that curiosity that do you know your portfolio risk, or do you have a plan B in your portfolio if the market falls? So even GIFs are there in this, and creatives are also there. The retirement plan one has really worked also well for us, where we've got leads for partners, and then subsequently the meetings have happened. So the marketing tab, this is getting updated, of course, on a regular basis. So you can just check in there. And of course, it is personalized. You get it personalized with your name and mobile number and email and your logo. So that's on the marketing tab.
So next up is success story. So we have run almost 167 email campaigns during the last financial year for our 15 of our partners, and we could generate 898 leads out of which. So these email campaigns were targeted for webinar registration, seminar registration, and also for lead generation process using any particular creatives. Similarly, we have also run WhatsApp campaigns. We have run 193 WhatsApp campaigns for 84 of our partners, and we could generate 1,487 leads for the same. And on average, we could generate 27 leads per partner in last financial year.
So this is the summary of what has happened last year. So if you look at, almost 90 partners participated, and we were able to generate 27 leads per partner on an average, which is approximately 2.5 leads per month. Now this is something which is, all these campaigns are very low cost campaign. This is not something which is very costly, but this is a very good medium to actually generate leads. So number of campaigns also is something which has been huge. We need to do multiple campaigns, the email campaigns, the WhatsApp campaigns, and number of leads generated is 27. So 27 leads, and then of course we help you in setting up those meetings as well. But that's a good number, which is 27. That is almost 2.5 leads per month, right? We all need new clients, right? We get monies from existing clients, but new clients is something which we all need. And most of the times we've seen that the partners generally rely on the reference mode to generate leads. That मैंने कोई क्लाइंट से बात किया है, वो क्लाइंट खुश है मेरी सर्विस से, एंड मैं उससे रेफरेंस मांगता हूँ. सो आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट यू रिप्लेस द रेफरेंस, बट रेफरेंस एक चैनल हो सकता है जहां से हम और लीड्स जनरेट कर सकते हैं. बट these email campaigns and WhatsApp campaigns are something which we should definitely use to generate more leads and add more clients to our kitty. So this is an add-on. This is not a replacement of your reference. Reference we all do, and I think so most of the partners rely on that reference. But these two campaigns is something which we need to be definitely using, and active involvement is required of you as well. So it is not that हम सब कुछ कर लेंगे and हो जाएगा, वैसे नहीं होगा. आपका भी बहुत important role होता है. So स्पेसिफिक अगर चीज देखते हैं कि लीड्स जनरेट करने के लिए we discussed 3-4 things, right? We discussed WhatsApp campaign, we discussed email campaign, we discussed database calling, we discussed seminar, right? And how we can use the creatives. So see, creatives, one is that we have a database and we share it. Creatives can also be used on our existing database. We all have clients, right? We all have clients. If you are operating in mutual funds, आपके mutual funds के कुछ clients होंगे, आपके insurance के कुछ clients होंगे if you are operating in insurance, or PMS है या direct equity है, they all would be having portfolios. So on your existing database, you can definitely use the create zero cost, but just don't do it once. Do it in a planned way. कि मैं first क्रिएटिव अगर आज भेज रहा हूं तो मैं नेक्स्ट क्रिएटिव से ट्यूसडे को भेजूंगा, थर्ड क्रिएटिव वेडनेसडे को, फ्राइडे को भेजूंगा. लेट्स प्लान इट फॉर 2 weeks एंड देन सी द रिजल्ट. डोंट जस्ट डू इट वंस एंड देन कि अगर रिजल्ट नहीं आया तो देन डोंट लूज होप, बिकॉज इट्स अ जीरो कॉस्ट थिंग ना. मतलब अगर मुझे मेरे ही नोन लोगों को भेजना है, इट माइट बी माई एग्जिस्टिंग क्लाइंट्स और इट माइट बी माई प्रोस्पेक्ट लिस्ट. सो plan and series of things which you would do over the next 2 weeks and then see the result. Just don't do it in a silo. एक बार करके मेरे हिसाब से वो effectiveness judge करना is not the right way to do it. Do it planning in a 2 weeks, then you will see the result. Email campaign इसलिए मैं बता रहा था जब when we were discussing email और WhatsApp. See, there might be times जहाँ पे first time में शायद कोई leads नहीं आए, but एक बार करके उसका इफेक्टिवनेस नहीं समझ में आएगा. तो कोई भी एक्टिविटी अगर हम करते हैं, ईमेल करते हैं, व्हाट्सएप करते हैं, या डेटाबेस कॉलिंग, या नॉर्मल आपके खुद के इस पे भी आप व्हाट्सएप कर रहे हो, प्लान इट दैट ये नेक्स्ट 2 weeks 3 weeks में मैं ऐसे करूंगा. आई विल प्लान 2-3 webinars and then judge the effectiveness, because that's how it will show results. It might not show results, किसी को दिख सकता है, ऐसा नहीं है, but my idea would be that you plan it strategically.
और हम जब वेबिनार भी स्केड्यूल करते हैं तो एटलीस्ट वी एग्जीक्यूट कैंपेन्स 4-5 times बिफोर द वेबिनार. तो उससे क्या होता है कि मल्टीपल टाइम्स प्रोस्पेक्ट्स को नोटिफिकेशन जाता है एंड देन दे टेक एक्शन ऑन इट एंड रजिस्टर फॉर द इवेंट.
So
you don't get registrations at very first campaign.
Absolutely. So your involvement is critical. बिकॉज अगर कोई आप व्हाट्सएप भेजते हो, आपके अगर खुद के डेटाबेस पे व्हाट्सएप भेजते हो, तो देन अगर कोई रिस्पॉन्स आता है, so then we can discuss and do the next steps, right? You can set up the meeting because that client would be known to you. But अगर कोई client आपका डेटाबेस है एंड अगर वो रिस्पॉन्ड करता है, तो we will help you out in that calling and setting up that meeting. And then when we meet the client and client, उसके डिटेल में डिस्कशन करके. So your role is critical. It is not that marketing में you just pass it on to us, then it will not work. मेरे हिसाब से आपका बहुत critical role है that you stay involved throughout. We will do majority of the activities, but somewhere you should also push, because वो बहुत critical है. Just मैं database पे काम करूंगा, that is just one part of it. मतलब मैं मेरे existing database पे नहीं काम करूंगा and मैं सिर्फ नए database पे काम करूंगा, वो means I'm not doing it wholeheartedly. अगर मैं कन्विंस्ड हूँ और मुझे अगर ये एक्टिविटी से मुझे मेरे क्लाइंट्स बढ़ाने हैं, तो मुझे सब चीज करनी पड़ेगी, देन दैट वुड बी द मोस्ट इफेक्टिव. अदरवाइज अगर एक चीज ही करेंगे तो आवर एक्सपीरियंस इज दैट इट हैज नॉट वर्कड द वे इट शुड हैव. इफ एवरीथिंग इज डन टुगेदर, then the effectiveness is really very good. We've got leads, we've got conversions also. Partners have been able to actually convert and get mobilizations as well, and a good number. It is not that we've got a smaller amount, we've got bigger amounts as well. So this strategy has worked. The WhatsApp strategy, the email campaigns have worked, and most of the times we have database. अगर database नहीं है तो we can share some vendors जिनका हमारे पास information है. You can talk to them and you can discuss and buy the database as well. We don't have any tie-ups for database as such. We can but provide you some numbers, references जिससे आप बात कर सकते हो, and you can buy a database. Database का cost है, I think so 10, 15, 20,000 का cost है. You can discuss and you
It
can
differs from city to city and what type of database you want.
Absolutely, but you can have that discussion. We can give you that leads. वो leads हम provide कर सकते हैं. So that was a short session on marketing, but it's a very critical part because we all need leads. reference is one strategy which we are really banking on, but we do need to develop the simultaneous other strategies to generate leads. And the WhatsApp, the email campaigns have worked, but don't look at it in a silo. That is something which I would suggest. Any questions, partners, you can post it in the Q&A box and we'll be happy to take them. So, Sunil, we can provide you the leads specifically for database. How we can purchase the database? We can provide you leads of vendors. You connect with your BDM and he will get you connected with Bhavya, so he can give you leads specifically. आप फिर बात कर सकते हो 2-3 जन से. Even we can guide you on क्या क्या parameters आप देख सकते हो, पूछ सकते हो before buying the database. We can help you out on that. But ultimately वो database का vendor sir वो आप मतलब there are no verified vendors as such, sir. It is something which is कि इससे database लेंगे और चलेगा वैसा कोई guarantee नहीं है सर. So that's why even if we could have actually shortlisted and kept it, it would have been better. But वैसा कोई है नहीं सर industry में as such. So you can discuss it with 2-3 people. We can guide you on that, but you'll have to buy the database from himself. ऐसा है. ऐसा कोई फिक्स्ड ये नहीं है कि ये वेंडर है जिससे डेटाबेस बहुत अच्छा है, ऐसा we've not found, so that's why. So
बेसिकली जब भी कोई भी हम कैंपेन्स रन करते हैं तो उसमें डेटाबेस एवरी कैंपेन के लिए डिफरेंट यूज करते हैं और वो अलग से स्टोर होता है. वी डोंट यूज समवन्स डेटाबेस फॉर एनी समवन एल्स कैंपेन.
तो इसमें अमित, हाउ दिस इज मैनेज्ड इज बेसिकली हर एक का कैंपेन अलग होता है तो उसका टैगिंग हो जाता है, right? That this campaign is for
along with the PTM name and partners name.
So this is for Amit, or this is for Sunil, or this is for XYZ, right? So that campaign doesn't get mixed, right? And मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना, जब आप इन्वॉल्व हो जाते हो ना कि मुझे ये क्रिएटिव भेजना है एंड इस टाइम पे भेजना है, राइट? सो उस हिसाब से वो अलग टैगिंग होती है. सेकंड, पार्टनर डजंट नीड टू विजिट ऑफिस एज सच व्हेन द कैंपेन इज ऑन, बिकॉज ये सब कुछ ऑनलाइन हो रहा है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि कुछ आपको यहाँ आके करना है. वेबिनार भी ऑनलाइन होता है. व्हाट्सएप कैंपेन में वी कैन ऐड योर नंबर, सो यू आल्सो नो कि यार ये व्हाट्सएप आया है कि नहीं आया है, राइट? सो चेक करना है, अगर आपको रखना है तो आप वो चेक रख सकते हो. आफ्टर दैट वी विल आल्सो शेयर जो कैंपेन का एक्चुअल रिजल्ट है कि भाई अगर मैंने 1200, जैसे भव्य ने बताया था कि 1200 को भेजा है बट 1000 को ही पहुंचा है, तो किस 1000 को पहुंचा है वो डिटेल्स भी आ जाती है उसमें. उसने रिस्पॉन्ड किया है कि नहीं किया है वो भी आ जाता है वहां पे. यस रिस्पॉन्ड किया है तो आपको वो लिस्ट भी मिल जाएगी. अगर नो रिस्पॉन्ड किया है तो वो भी पता चल जाएगा. अगर नहीं रिस्पॉन्ड किया है तो वो भी समझ में आ जाएगा.
So you get proper analytics campaign wise.
तो आपके कैंपेन के स्पेसिफिकली आपको वो मिल जाएगा. सो इट इज नॉट कि वो मिक्स होगा किधर.
So we can help you with designing wala part. So if you want any brochures or flyers or template, so we can help you design the proper template and then we can get it printed.
So as so Anil, basically जो भी marketing material जो मैं होटल पे बता रहा था,
Same we can use for print.
we can actually use that as a brochure. You want as a
हाँ.
in a brochure format, we can actually create that as well. And उसका print भी हो सकता है.
Exactly.
But वही चीज use कर सकते हैं for prospects. मतलब see, one thing is there are 2-3 ways of doing marketing, right? One is the offline channel and one is the online channel. Online channel पे there are more people, right? So that's an easier way of reaching out. And यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ा फायदा क्या होता है ऑनलाइन में, that you get all the analytics. Now print में अगर मैं सिर्फ फ्लायर डाल दूं तो उसका कुछ समझ में ही नहीं आएगा कि यार चला नहीं चला, right? Now in the digital world with email and with WhatsApp we get the analytics कि यार इतने लोगों को भेजा, इतने रिस्पॉन्ड किया, नहीं किया. So that is a much effective medium comparatively. So that's why यहाँ पे नंबर समझ में आ जाता है वैसा, इसीलिए वो we feel that this is much more trackable. That's why we've been using this. So, so the charges for the WhatsApp, as he mentioned, so it is 70 pips
per message
for WhatsApp. So WhatsApp का वो charge है. Email is something which currently there is no charge, but we are figuring out. So we'll come back on the email campaigns. But WhatsApp specifically, there is a charge of 70 pips per message
delivered.
Yeah, first message delivered. So not sent.
So for an example, if you have a contact base of 1200 or 1300 people, and out of which campaign could deliver to only 1000 contacts, so you will get charged on the 1000 people, not 1200 or 1300 people accordingly.
And that is something which would be shared with you.
Yeah, proper analytics. You will get proper analytics of the campaigns. To how many people the message was sent, how many of them opened it, how many of them responded with yes, no, or stop.
Absolutely. So Dipankar, how do we track the lead generated from WhatsApp? So suppose अगर हमने 1000 को भेजा and अगर से 20 जन ने yes बोला, so then वो 20 का डेटा आपके पास तो आ ही जाएगा. Then you and the BDM decides that who's going to call on leads. It's either you call, if अगर आपका known है तो आप call करो, अगर unknown है, and if you want us to call, we will call and we will generate leads. तो उसमें हम client से बात करेंगे and try to set up a meeting with you, right? So that's how the flow would be. So all these things, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि आपका इन्वॉल्वमेंट बहुत क्रिटिकल है कि ये सब चीज जो है ये हम पहले ही डिस्कस कर सकते हैं कि यार लीड्स अगर आई है, so जैसे ही जनरेट होती है, who's going to do the calling? Are you going to do the calling and set up the meeting, or someone from our team is going to do the calling and set up the meeting? अगर फर्स्ट राउंड की मीटिंग सेट कॉलिंग हो गई है, उसमें अगर मीटिंग सेट नहीं हुई है, so how we can re-engage? So see, मैं बोल रहा हूँ डायनामिक है. इट इज नॉट कि यार ये किया तो ये मिलेगा, ये किया तो ये मिलेगा. मार्केटिंग में वैसा नहीं होता है.
If someone doesn't respond within the particular time frame, we can again send them WhatsApp message.
So remarketing जैसे होता है, retargeting जो होता है, even those things are been done. वो अगर आपके नोन है तो आपके मोबाइल से कर सकते हैं, अगर नहीं है तो फिर से मैं 20 लीड पे मैं फिर से अगर व्हाट्सएप पे कैंपेन कर लूं, 20 लीड में मेरा कॉस्ट
टू शेड्यूल अ मीटिंग विद अस.
So 20 लीड के लिए मेरा कॉस्ट ज्यादा नहीं होगा, राइट? बट इट कैन बी मोर इफेक्टिव बिकॉज उसने एक बार तो देखा है मेरा इमेज और रिस्पॉन्ड भी किया है, राइट? सो दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड द इन्वॉल्वमेंट इज वेरी क्रिटिकल. सो वी प्लान अकॉर्डिंगली. इट इज नॉट कि एक बार मैंने कर लिया और हो गया, वैसे इट विल नॉट बी इफेक्टिव. So that's why that planning is critical. But end-to-end tracking is there. You will get all the information. ऐसा नहीं है कि information flow नहीं होगा. Because as I said, online में वही फायदा है कि information flow is there. So we can do it anytime, Dipankar. It's like you can decide. We can suggest कि कब करना है and कब push करना है. email कौन से टाइम पे push करना है, या WhatsApp कौन से दिन और कौन से slot में push करना है. There are no slots. We can do it multiple times. ऐसा कोई problem नहीं है. Concurrent हम भेज सकते हैं because campaign सबके अलग है. That is something which you can decide. We can give you inputs based on our experience. But if you have anything specific, we can do that as well. ऐसा कुछ वो problem नहीं आएगा. You can connect with your BDM and he will be able to guide you. So he will guide you and then connect with Bhavya and you can have that detailed discussion. But your first point of contact will be your BDM. Directly, because it would be difficult for Bhavya to manage everyone, right? So he will connect with the BDM and through the BDM, the communication channel will be there. Yes. Just 1 minute.
So we charge 0.70 paisa message per delivered on what for WhatsApp. And email, as Pratik said, we are still figuring out, and we'll let you know very shortly. Of course. No, we don't have any such stats कि कौन से सिटी या तो फिर कौन से पार्ट ऑफ द सिटी का डेटा अच्छा परफॉर्म करेगा. It depends on various other aspects as well, on his salary ranges, on where does he resides, और फिर उसके ऊपर कैंपेन करके we can generate leads and then we can come to know कि if the leads are qualified or not. We can't directly assume कि ये पार्ट का अच्छा होगा और दूसरे पार्ट ऑफ का अच्छा नहीं होगा वैसे.
तो अमित ऐसा ऐसा नहीं है. आई थिंक सो मुंबई स्प्रेड अक्रॉस यार एंड पीपल हैव मनी अक्रॉस मुंबई. सो ऐसा स्पेसिफिकली एरिया स्पेसिफिक लेना आई डोंट थिंक सो इट वुड वर्क. हमारा एक्सपीरियंस तो ऐसा नहीं है बट देन वी डोंट नो यार. मतलब इट इज नॉट समथिंग वेयर एरिया स्पेसिफिक हैज कम आउट दैट नहीं ये एरिया का लिया तो बहुत अच्छा होगा. ऐसा नहीं. कैन वी जनरेट लीड्स फ्रॉम लिंक्डइन? सो you can.
Yeah, so how can you generate leads through LinkedIn is you can same copy paste the content what we are posting on our pages, and same you can copy paste the content on your pages, and that's how you can try to generate maintain a decent engagement on your LinkedIn profile and continuously tap them.
So Devidas, for LinkedIn, so social media specifically is like, see, we can do campaigns on LinkedIn, but campaigns are very costly on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So your social media handles, so your LinkedIn page is something which you have to keep it up to date and keep on posting relevant things on a regular basis. So what Bhavya was suggesting is that we keep on posting on our LinkedIn pages at multiple times. So you can actually just copy that and post it on your page as well to keep the LinkedIn page active. And that is how it would actually help. See, these are LinkedIn marketing is something which might take time for you to actually generate leads directly and not paid. Paid campaigns are expensive. So
LinkedIn paid campaigns are very costlier than compared to WhatsApp campaigns and email campaigns. So you can leverage those amount and budget here in WhatsApp campaigns and email campaigns, and then you can try to reach out them and asking for the other details.
it's a 24-hour session.
No, we don't charge on replies if someone respond to us on WhatsApp, and we can shoot the message anytime we want.
So it is there.
Yeah.
So the message is there, Mitesh, and we don't charge if the client responds. So it is only what we send. मतलब अगर 1000 को deliver हुआ है, so there is no cost for incoming, right? There is no cost.
Yes.
मतलब वो अगर reply करता है तो there is no cost. So we'll share the link. We'll share it, Devidas,
LinkedIn page.
The LinkedIn page. It's AR Digital.
Yeah.
So you can visit that. We'll share it on the group. So you can just follow it as well.
Yeah, if the message gets delivered twice or thrice to same customer, so accordingly you'll get charged. So if the message gets delivered to one customer twice, so you'll get charged twice. That's how it
So
works.
Mitesh, basically we do the डुप्लीकेशन तो डेफिनेटली चेक रखते ही है कि डुप्लीकेशन नहीं भेजेंगे. अगर आप आपके खुद के व्हाट्सएप से भेज सकते हो और आपके नोन क्लाइंट्स है तो उसको तो हम इस कैंपेन से नहीं भेजेंगे. ये कैंपेन में जो भी भेजेंगे उसमें डुप्लीकेशन ऑफ कोर्स वी विल चेक एंड इवन यू शुड चेक कि भाई डुप्लीकेशन नहीं हो, बिकॉज अननेसेसरी एक ही बार दो आदमी को भेज के सेंस नहीं है, राइट. इन विद इन 15 मिनट्स, मतलब आफ्टर अ डे और टू और आफ्टर 3 days रीमार्केटिंग हो सकती है, बट वो नहीं करेंगे. We will share that. We will share the social media links of AR Digital on the group, so it would be everyone easier for everyone to follow and actually check it. Yeah, we'll do that. Any more questions, partners? Okay, so thank you, partners, for patiently listening. I think so. What we covered today was how actually effectively we can use the marketing activities. What worked for us last year: the email campaigns, the WhatsApp campaigns, cost-effective methods of using it with tracking, with monitoring. So you get to know what is happening. I think so. These are good steps to start with, but don't just do one off. Plan it accordingly with your BDM, and he will connect you with Bhavya if required. And plan your marketing activities. That is how you will get an effective outcome out of it. If you just do it once or twice, it will not work. So please plan it that way. Then only it will be effective. There are multiple factors which impact. Dynamic है. ऐसा नहीं है कि 1+1 to 2 होगा. Marketing में नहीं होता है वैसा. काफी चीजें करनी पड़ेगी, right? So, but at least if we plan certain things, that would lead to effective outcomes, right? So your participation is critical. Certain activities you can do because even you have some prospects जो आप जानते हो, उसको मैं क्यों पेड कैंपेन करूँ, उसको तो मैं फ्री कैंपेन कर सकता हूँ ना, मैं क्यों खर्चा करूँ वहां पे. तो वो आप आपके व्हाट्सएप से भेज सकते हो. मैसेज जो है कौन सा क्रिएटिव भेजना है, मैसेज क्या भेजना है, देयर वी विल हेल्प यू, राइट. आपका ब्रांडिंग भी आ जाएगा, सो पर्सनलाइज हो जाएगा. उससे क्या रिस्पॉन्सेज आते हैं वो आप चेक करो. द मीडियंस विल आल्सो शेयर द एक्सपीरियंस व्हिच वी हैव एक्सपीरियंस विद अदर पार्टनर्स जो कैंपेन्स हो रहे हैं. सो दैट एड ऑन इज ऑलवेज देयर, कंटिन्यूस होगा, राइट. बट you utilize this effective mediums of WhatsApp and email and database calling. I think so this will help you create one more channel of getting leads. Reference तो definitely है ही है, but ये एक अच्छा channel है. We've been able to generate 27 leads per partner last year. That is almost 2.5 leads per month. That's a very good number. We can definitely do more. हम और भी कर सकते हैं, right? Depends on multiple factors, but that's a good start, I would say. So on that note, I think so. Thank Bhavya also for taking us through this session and giving us more details on marketing.
And these platforms helps you to schedule the meeting quickly and to generate the lead and also to generate the interest among your prospect database. So these platforms are very useful. It's just how we leverage it to for lead generation, creation process and client activation process. So thank you so much everyone for the today's session and attending.
So today, Dinesh, the session was on marketing. We have the session on the portal training on 21st. My mistake, actually, I tagged the wrong message in the knowledge series group. We had the session today on marketing. the portal training session is there on
21st.
21st of June. So it's apologies on my end. We will definitely speak again on 21st of June for the portal training and the new features which have been there. So
Yeah.
that's it from our side. Thank you
Thank you,
everyone,
everyone.
and have a great weekend. Thank you.